Joining us now is our parenting correspondent, Ally Melendez, and a nurse practitioner, Mariel. Welcome to the show. How are you both?
I'm well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's so exciting. You have Integrative Pediatric Associates, correct?
Yes.
Okay. What made you decide to do that?
Oh my goodness. After being trained in, the mainstream nursing school and then working with a functional medicine pediatrician, I learned there was so much more out there, so much more than just prescription medications and supplements.
Okay.
And the more I learned, the more I wanted to bring into the practice. And so I decided to go out on my own so I could do my own research and bring in therapies and modalities for my patients.
So now, Ally, you're expecting your first child, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I have so many questions.
Congratulations.
A pediatrician, I think, can be your best friend, or a pediatric
Absolutely.
associates, a place, a special center.
Absolutely. And I have so many questions, but basically, there's so much information out there, and it's so important to check where that information is coming from. I see so many first-time moms, so many of my friends looking up, what is best for my baby, what is the safest option for X, Y, and Z, and they're turning to TikTok, and they're turning to Instagram. And sitting here with you, I just want to set the record straight on vaccines and your opinions with vaccinating your baby, if it's good to sort of wait for some milestones to hit those vaccinations, or I just want a well-informed opinion once and for all, because I'm so sick of just seeing so many conflicting things on social media.
Right. Remember that little seed that's implanted in you. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
It's so important to start it off on the right foot, right? So it starts with you. You want to make sure that what you're putting into your body is toxic-free, as clean as possible. From your nutrition to the healthcare products that you use to your personal care products, your hygiene products. When the baby's born, right, vaccines, remember, you brought that up, they change the immune system. That's what they're meant to do, yeah? The baby is growing exponentially for the first 3 years of life, especially the brain. Many of these vaccines have toxic adjuvants in them. You have to understand that. Some of them have a lot of aluminum. Aluminum is a neurotoxin, and it's lipophilic, meaning it goes straight to the brain. What do these neurotoxins, what do heavy metals do? They lower IQ. They delay cognitive development, and you don't want that for your baby. You have to understand, too, what the vaccines are for. I empower all of my parents. Ask questions.
Okay.
What is the hepatitis B vaccine for?
Yeah, what is it, right? And what is the MMR, and what is the, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Hepatitis B, it's a bloodborne disease caused by sexually promiscuous people and IV drug users. Right. And if your child coming out of the womb is not having sex, or the mom is not positive, then why does your baby need that vaccine?
Oh
right?
gosh, it's so refreshing to hear it from an actual
Right.
pediatrician.
You have to ask questions,
Yes.
get educated, and that's what I do in my practice. I empower parents.
So
That's
as a
great.
nurse
Thank you.
practitioner, what types of things can you do with your patients?
As a nurse practitioner, I can prescribe everything.
Okay.
From, simple antibiotics, amoxicillin, all the way up to controlled substances. But I don't go there first, Donna. I'm
Okay.
a true believer in what Hippocrates said years ago, let food be thy medicine, and medicine be thy food.
Beautiful.
The body is so amazing. It can heal itself given the right conditions. So.
And speaking of that, speaking about nutrition, do you recommend starting with solid food at a certain age? Do you walk them through new parents? You do?
Yes, especially
Okay.
first-time parents,
Yes.
right? They need a lot of hand-holding. They need a lot of education. I spend at least 45 minutes to an hour at each visit for new-time parents. I give them clues on when the baby is ready to start feeding, can they sit by themselves? Do they show an interest in food? Are they starting to grab your food when you eat? Can they sit unsupported? Because eating, we take it for granted, but it takes a lot of coordination, the tongue and pushing the food to the back of the mouth and actually swallowing. So it takes a lot of coordination for the babies. So you have to make sure that they're ready.
Absolutely. Is there a certain food that is more beneficial than, let's say, the store-bought cereals and more widely known first-time foods that a lot of moms serve?
I'd say organic, home prepared. You know, even the organic foods in pouches, and they're lined with toxins.
Yeah.
So,
Make your
or
own.
molds,
Make your own.
mycotoxins. Make your own.
Make
you
your
know what's
own.
going in there.
I've been trying to eat
advice.
healthier even myself, right? So I ended up getting a Vitamix. I'm like really into my food choices, you know, trying to eat more raw foods, healthier foods, right? So in what age group do you have at your practice? From what age to what age?
So I see, you know, from newborn on up, I
Okay.
also help the parents, because you know what happens. I'm helping the children, and I'm doing this extensive blood work, and I'm looking at their stool and telling the parents what their stool is telling us, the deficiencies. And then the parents inevitably turn around and ask me, why don't all doctors do this? Can you do the same thing that you did for my child for me?
Yes.
So I wind up helping them. You know,
Amazing.
hormone imbalance is especially rampant these days, and even guys, right? They have hormones too. So I do a lot of talk about hormone balancing, getting the body to do what it's supposed to do
So
naturally.
important, because I felt, this is very personal, but you know, it took me a little while to really regulate my cycle, and understanding that it really starts from within and with your hormones, and then helping my husband to sort of get on track too, is how we were able to create this healthy baby. And it does take a lot of, you know, self-awareness and maybe some patience to get yourself right. And I think that a lot of parents, you know, can achieve that. I'm seeing a lot of hormonal imbalances within my friends as well, also trying to conceive their first child. And I'm like, listen, you know, just go to someone you trust, go to a good doctor, you know, get yourself right by really getting to know what is maybe imbalanced, and start from the root cause.
Absolutely.
So it is called Integrative Pediatric Associates, right? So I guess you have associates, Mariel.
Just me.
It's just you?
Yeah.
But just associates because it's cool?
I like the initials IPA.
Oh,
But now
okay,
I'm
there you go.
switching it up. It's Integrative Pediatrics Long Island.
Got
so
it.
that's my new website. It's
Okay.
finally,
Congratulations.
construction is
That's
done.
awesome.
Yes.
That's absolutely wonderful. Congratulations.
Please
for
sign
that.
me up.
I was gonna say,
Immediately.
we just got a new website too after 17 years.
Right.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for
Thank you,
sharing your
Donna.
expertise, you know, so from birth to beyond, but also the adults.
Yes.
And thank you for setting the record straight on things.
There you
I
go.
appreciate that.
I
very
think
much.
Ally might be coming to see you soon.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Well, we hope that your family is healthy and wise, and that you're making good choices based upon facts, and that you're doing what's right and in your own best interest. And thank you for watching.